Okay, so for the month of September, I decided to do a comedic monologue. I wanted to do something with some action, some blocking for me to figure out, some movement to figure out. There's a fair amount of dialogue actually in this. It's Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick's 2015 rom-com, Mr. Right, which is, I think, a really fun movie. It does, I think it's a fun movie. I enjoy that movie. Well, I say that apologetically. Everyone I know seems to, that's not true. I have an internal thing that says I'm only supposed to like um, uh, movies that make me question my role in the universe or something like that. But and then everything else is trash. So, but it is neither of those things. It's just a fun rom-com. And yeah, so this is the scene where Sam Rockwell, so the premise of that movie is Anna Kendrick falls for Sam Rockwell. I forgot her character's name. He is Francis. Francis is a hitman, and I think I'm going to watch it again tonight. I haven't watched it in a while. But his deal is basically he gets hired as a hitman, and then he kills the person who hired him. And then he decides, after starting this relationship with Anna Kendrick, that he doesn't want to do that anymore. Or she specifically asks him not to do that anymore. I forget exactly. So he decides he's not going to, and then of course they kidnap his girlfriend, so he has to do sort of one last job to go rescue her, and so now he has this extra challenge of getting in, rescuing her, and trying not to kill anybody. So that is the premise. So the bad guys are in this office, this larger, big, beautiful house, and they know, I think, that Sam is coming for them. So that is the premise. And I'm just reading straight. I have no idea how I'm going to do the blocking, but that's what I got. So. Henchman. Don't worry, Richie, everything's under control. Francis whistles. So that's kind of his thing. He gets people's attention and then he does his thing. I'm not sure what to do with the guy. I'm just gonna figure. It's gonna be embarrassing and weird. This part of why I'm doing it. So, and I own firearms. I thought about like taking the bullets out of them and maybe putting an earplug in the back, but that's just too. Especially if I'm gonna do this every day for a month. I know how to safely, obviously, ensure a firearm is unloaded, but that's just kind of, if you do something dangerous, basically the more reps you have of doing something, the more likely you are to fuck up. Plus, I don't want to freak anyone out. And I also don't want to freak my neighbors out because my windows are open, so if I'm in here like running around with an actual handgun, that might get me swatted. So, which I use as a gun. Here we go. My label maker. Well, it's hard to demonstrate good trigger control on a label maker. It's pretty big. What can I use instead? Feels funny to use my finger. I'll use my finger. That's okay. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna go through it and then I'm gonna be done. Don't worry, Richie, everything's under control. And I'm not gonna read the other lines next to this. I'm gonna start with, don't worry, Richie, everything's under control. Oh, and this is also, how am I going to do this? So at this point, the bad guy's gun jams. This may not work. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Okay, so maybe I just start with that. So the setup is Richie has just Francis has just busted through the window. The bad guy is trying to shoot him, but his gun is jammed. Okay. What's going on? You having a hard time with that? Let me take a look at it. Okay, oh, there we go. Ah, that's a nice gun. That's a nice gun. Here you go. You want your gun back? Ack. Psych. Where's Martha? Where's Martha? All right, I'll find her myself. At this point, Clayton, maybe this won't work, it's fine, says, wait, don't you want to kill him? And Richie says, the guy, he's the boss, says, what? And, do your thing, that thing that you do. No, what? The hitman thing you do where you try to hire, they try to hire you and then you kill them out of some fucking misguided moral fucking purpose that you have, that crazy bullshit. No. I promised my girlfriend I don't do that anymore. Well, you ever met a girl and it's just like you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't stop thinking about her? I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to let you down. I have no desire to kill you or your brother. I'm just here to pick up my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I think you two have some issues to talk about. I'm just gonna leave you to it. Sets his gun down, walks out. Cut to Francis entering a new space with his whistle, sliding through the door, turning to find a man setting a gun down, taking his jacket off, squaring off in martial arts stance. Whoa! All right. Hey, what's happening? Bad guy takes his jacket off. Gorgeous. Okay, what are you doing? Is that like taekwondo or something? Karate. All right, I tell you what. If I promise to put the gun down, will you not use karate? All right, I'm gonna put the gun down. There you go. We're all good. Oh! That was karate. Oh, that was definitely karate. Oh, whoa. Wait a second. Whoa. That's a grenade. What's the plan here? Small room. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna put this here. Yeah, it's real bad. Why do you have a grenade? Never mind. Okay, just hold on. Stand still. Just breathe. Okay, now you're making me nervous. Okay, you're shaking a little bit. We're gonna do this together, okay? Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. We did it. We did this. All right, we did that. Okay. Here, why don't you sit down? All right. Go ahead, sit down. Okay. Just breathe. In your nose. Out your mouth. Oh my God. Whoa, Steve! Look at you. Hey, it's my man Steve. What's happening? All right. Well, there's no way I could get my gun. I mean, you got a little red dot on my heart. I mean, I don't think I could. Could I? Whoa! Hey! You know your bosses are in the other room trying to kill each other. Do you hate me? You want to kill me? Is that important to you? It's not worth it to me. I'm just here to pick up my girlfriend. So you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set down my gun. Okay. What's the move, Steve? All right. Ah, I like you too, man. Hey, do you know Bruce? Bruce, Steve? Bruce is having a hard day. Maybe you could look after him for a while. All right, I'll see ya. All right, so I'm not sure how to do that. It seems like there's a way to do that. There's gotta be, I mean, you have to rehearse stuff like that by yourself. And so maybe I should just be thinking of it in terms of like, if I were actually just trying to memorize these lines and this blocking just for myself, how would I do that? So if I had someone reading with me. One thing I thought about doing was, which would only work if I had like perfect timing, was like reading the other lines and then playing it back on like a separate device. Could do that, or I could write it up on a whiteboard or something. So, but anyway, so, and this is like short enough. It's just like a couple pages of not very much dialogue. It's a lot less than the Good Will Hunting monologue. And so, yeah, it'll just be an interesting experiment. Oh my God, this was 12 minutes long. Okay, so that's what I got. Figure out if anyone happens to be watching this who is an actor or not an actor, just has any recommendations on how to do this by myself. I would like, it seems like if a skilled actor could do this without the audience hearing the other dialogue and sort of convey what's happening. So that seems possible. Okay, cheers.